Hello everyone. We are here today to tell you about a terrible human rights tragedy that few people know about: parental child abduction to and within Japan. We have formed an NGO called Kizuna Child Parent Reunion to stop it. This is the story of how parental child abduction occurs both within and to Japan, and how we at Kizuna Child Parent Reunion are working to end it. The loss of a child by parental child abduction is one of the most painful things that a person could endure. The loss of the child-parent relationship causes significant psychological damage to a child. It has a lifelong effect. In Japan, all parents are affected, Japanese and non-Japanese, mothers and fathers. We know of several parents who have committed suicide. If you lost your child due to parental child abduction, we would ask two questions. 1. How would you feel? And 2. What would you do? So, there are two choices. Walk away from a broken family law system in which you are certain to lose, or take on an impossible task. We at Kizuna Child Parent Reunion chose the second option: to change the system of Japan for the benefit of all children and their parents. The Japanese family court system and infrastructure present an impossible challenge. Parental child abduction is not illegal in Japan. The sole custody system promotes child abduction. You can't prevail. Japanese family court is the root cause of international and domestic abduction. It ignores foreign court orders. It validates claims of domestic violence without investigating. It always gives sole custody to the parent who has abducted the children. This is a basic model of Japanese family law. There have been nearly 5 million divorces in Japan since 1992. Typical visitation averages once a month for about 2 hours. Regular and frequent visitation is never considered. Visitation for the left-behind parent, even for those who are still married, is not enforceable. An estimated 2.7 million children have lost contact with their parent. Every one of these cases is a human rights violation for both the child and parent. The mission we have taken on is to work on restoring the human rights of all children in Japan, from parental child abduction to reunion. On November 24, 2012, we set the objective of having Japan join the Hague Convention on International Child Abduction by the G8 Summit in the UK in June 2013. We have raised this human rights issue to the highest level of American, G8, EU, and Japanese governments. These are a number of government officials that we have communicated with. This is a series of significant events that have changed the situation. Christopher Zavoy was arrested in September 2009 while trying to recover his two children who were abducted from the US to Japan. House Resolution 1326 passed in the US House of Representatives by a vote of 416 to 1 in September 2010. Senate Resolution 543 passed in the US Senate unanimously in December 2012. There have been 4 joint démarches, formal diplomatic protests, served to Japanese officials from October 2009 to February 2011. This has created strong multilateral diplomatic pressure. Several governments have called for Japan to pass Hague Convention legislation. Pictured here are Japanese House Foreign Affairs Chairman Kawai and US Ambassador Roos. In the spring of 2013, Japan unanimously passed legislation to enable it to join the Hague Convention. It took 30 years, but Japan is finally prepared to join the Hague Convention on International Child Abduction. Our objective was achieved. Kizuna CPR is now a leader in this global human rights movement. Our future goals are to educate the Japanese public about global standards regarding children's human rights, and reconnect children with their loving parents while honoring their best interests. The laws and customs need to be changed to ensure that children have continued access and contact with both parents after separation or divorce, that parenting time for both parents is enforced, that there is joint parental authority post-separation or divorce. Buckminster Fuller stated, "You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete." Our approach is to find and propose innovative solutions that demonstrate the old model to be obsolete and replace it with a new model. Our approach is diplomatic, constructive, and non-confrontational. Going beyond the problem, we focus on solutions. We see 4 steps. Relate. We have formed relationships with government officials from around the world, victim parents, and are already bringing about child-parent reunions. Educate. We have held and supported seminars, study sessions, and awareness-raising events. Demonstrate. We demonstrate information of new practices for raising children to bring about change. Legislate. We are bringing about the change of laws. The results of these efforts should be new legislation, a transformed social mindset of Japan, children raised by shared parenting in all circumstances, human rights of children upheld in Japan. We are working on obtaining permission to implement visitation under the Hague Convention in Japan. This requires cooperation between governments and the expertise of professionals for child-parent reunions in Japan. How can you help? Everyone has a unique set of skills and abilities to solve this complex human rights problem. Please ask yourself what your skills and abilities are and how you can help us. We need your help. Become a member. Tell others you know about us. Like us on Facebook. Become active in our events. Please donate. Help us to help all the children. Feel free to contact us. info@kizuna-cpr.org. Thank you for watching.